Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I am currently on the test server, guys. We're gonna have a look at one of the new champions that will be added to the game together with the Asgard Divide event. Now, I am recording one day earlier before I'm posting this video, but the event and the champions should be live in-game on a Wednesday, guys. In today's video, I want to talk about Freyja. She is one of my most favorite champions out of all four Norse team champions, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what Thor does just yet, okay? I have to basically wait and see the skills. Most probably, as I mentioned it like 1,000 times already, he will be the fusion. He might be better than all of them, so we're gonna have to basically wait and see. But Freyja has an ace up her sleeve, guys, and that is the passive. Prevents the death of the ally with the highest crit damage except this champion, and keeps them alive with 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, the effect will only activate once. Now, most probably, a multi-hitter will bypass the passive. So, for example, if you're bringing in a double, triple, quadruple hitter and hit the same target with a skill that has multi-hits, will probably kill this champion. It works very similar with Rotos and the rest of them that have something similar. But still, it can be a pretty awesome passive to instantly give them that extra turn and maybe just wipe the enemy. With the A1, AoE attack has a chance to provoke. Now, fully booked will only be a 40% chance to provoke. It's not a bad chance to provoke, but honestly, it won't be super reliable for the Hydra clan boss. That's why I'm not planning to showcase this champion in the Hydra clan boss. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have no better options, she's going to do the job, especially if you have an ally attack. I feel like it can be very helpful, and maybe even give her a provoke set. Even though my main opinion, if you are building her for PvE, the best set for Hydra is going to be Curse, because this is AoE. And if you're looking at wave control, etc., a stun set or a provoke will work amazing. Provoke probably is even better because she will counterattack with this skill when a shield buff placed by this champion is removed by damage. The A2 places an increased defense buff on all allies and places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's defense and each target's champion's max HP. Now, the shield itself does not seem to be huge. Maybe I just haven't really paid that much attention to it. I don't think it's going to be a disgusting shield, but it might be. So we're going to see that in a second. And the A3 fully cleanses all of your team, and places a block debuffs buff on them for 2 turns. Also, will fill the thermometer of all allies by 20%. So thermometer cleanse, block debuffs, hell yeah, count me in. And of course, we have a defense aura for all battles. This is the build that I have on her, guys. It's basically a stone skin set, a 2-piece stone skin set, because I do want to use her in PvP. I have a couple of reaction accessories just in case if Marius decides to go crazy on her. And in terms of total stats, I haven't really prioritized resistance. I actually gave her no accuracy to reduce the chance to get polymorphed from the basic skill. 73k HP, almost 7k defense, 283 speed, and the rest doesn't really matter, at least for my build. In terms of masteries, we have the following: defense and support. So we have timely intervention as tier 6, guys. You can go and get bulwark, or you can get something else like Iron Skin if you want to get more defense on her, or you want her to do something else. But I decided to go with this. Very important to have, of course, Shield Bearer, Steadfast, not as important, Lay of Hands, get, of course, Healing Savior, Rapid Response. This overall will help her with pretty much everything that she does. In terms of a blessing, it really depends what exactly you have, how many stars. Cruelty will work amazing because of the basic skill. But then you do have to keep in mind that the other skills do not attack. So maybe get Polymorph if you have a 6-star, it's definitely not bad. You can potentially get Ward of the Fallen, which it might not be the best idea, to be honest. You could get Life Harvest, which is actually very efficient, but only if you don't have 6-star, because once you get 6-star, Polymorph is the right way. And yeah, Intimidating Presence can be nice too if you want to boost somebody else's aura, but I decided to go with Cruelty. Let's head over to Arena. So we're going to test them in the following way. We're going to see if our nuker will stay alive and gain the instant turn and all the good stuff. First, let's give it a go in here. So We will get locked by Umeko, which again is not a problem. We're still gonna have the basic skill to doing some serious damage. So we're gonna go A1, provoke, kill the damage dealer. That's fine. Kill the damage dealer. And he will get low. Instant turn. There you go. Oh, we haven't killed her just yet. Don't celebrate too early, Skratch. We haven't killed her just yet. Okay, so we can cleanse now. Bang, turn meter. Boom. Pretty damn awesome, right? Like, that is an amazing passive. I'm actually a fan of it. Giving you that instant turn. Super nice because you're gonna get to wipe the enemies. So, this is just kind of like to show you. Initially, when we had Necret introduced to the game, we've done a lot of crazy stuff like this. You know, now I'm not saying that is the same situation because at that moment in time we did not have the craziest champions in the game, but it's still kind of like a pretty awesome awesome combo. So let's give it a go in here and see what's happening with Odin. He will remove my buffs and put defense down and all of the crazy things. Instant turn, look at that, beautiful. We killed Rotos, beautiful. We haven't killed Siphi just yet, which is fine. But the problem right now is that Rotos is going to wipe us. We have no way to keep our champion alive. We cannot revive. But it was just to kind of like give you an idea and see exactly how that works. Now I do have a different idea for this, and I'm gonna go back to it. And we're going to bring in Godseeker Neri. So let's see how this will be played out now that we actually have Reviver. In the hope that Rotos will still go for Georgie though. Okay. What just happened? That was one hit. That was one hit. Unless that Rotos has Phantom Touch. He doesn't. He has Ward of the Fallen. But he died directly from the hit. So that is super weird. Because I haven't seen the small skeletons dropping in to do damage or anything like that. So it's definitely a pretty weird situation. Unless that Rotos might have War Master or something like that. But either way, that was weird. That was definitely weird. And her passive did not proc yet. So we're going to see if it procs after. Okay, now the passive procced. He has block damage. Because, by the way, Odin can spread the block damage. That's actually something that I had no idea that is happening. I want to see it again. This is super weird. This is super weird. I'm going to put it on 1x speed because I forgot. Let's see. Is some additional damage next to the initial hit? That's the only thing that I can explain.
Holy, look at all this damage.
No, 134k damage. Why is that happening? That should not be happening. This is a bug. Why is that a bug? That is a bug. Okay, so good to kind of like know that that's how it's going to work, right? Pretty strange, but hey, who am I to say something about it? Because if we're taking Aniri out, I have a feeling that that was not happening before, right? So that might be just because of Aniri. Let's see. Wow, it's because of Godseeker Aniri. What the heck, bro? What is that nonsense? What is that nonsense? That was because of Godseeker Aniri. So, Plarium, we found a bug. We found a bug. I'm not even sure why, because Godseeker Aniri was placed in a different position after Freyja and him. She was on the third slot, so her passive should not be proccing before Freyja's passive. So that's definitely a bug right there. Either way, we've discovered something, right? Now let's actually completely change everything around and go in for a full team. And this time around, we're gonna see exactly how well we are able to keep our damage dealers alive with a team like that. So we're gonna go versus this right here. We're gonna keep Freyja in the team. We're gonna put her right there. We're gonna bring in Armans. Where are you? Let's try to mirror copy your team. Then of course we're gonna bring in Narcissus, because why not? And we're gonna bring in Ancora as well. So let's go in with a proper team this time around and see what is happening. Okay, so if I'm taking Thermiter, it won't be enough. So I have to polymorph Armans, which is fine. Narcissus does have Stone Skin as well, which is not a problem again. We can increase this shield if we want to. And I will, actually. I will. Because I want that Narcissus to double hit on my Narcissus, basically, you know? Let's deal some damage on Ancora. Okay. And let's see. Come on, Narcissus, do it. Oh. He's not doing it yet. Okay. Let's A1. I know that my Armans is gonna die, which is fine. Okay, so he did not dealt enough damage on my Armans for the moment, but that's fine. I'm not I should revive my Armans to deal with his Armans, actually. Wait. Let's boost the Thermiter. This is nice. Block debuffs, Thermiter. I don't wanna kill his Narcissus. I'll rather kill his Ancora or somebody else. So right here again, we're gonna polymorph his Armans. And I'm gonna let that Narcissus go, hopefully for my Narcissus. Okay, what's happening? Come on. Armans. Narcissus, do something. Still not his turn. Okay, come on, man. Counterattack, one hit, that's fine. Instant turn from Narcissus, baby. Let's go. The rest died, but it doesn't matter because right now we are about to basically return the favor, you know? So this is actually pretty damn dope. Of course, it has a long cooldown and all that, but you know what? It's actually not bad at all. I actually like it. How the heck does that UDK still have Stone Skin 20 minutes in the fight? My god! How slow that UDK can be. How slow he can be. That's fine. Oh, he gets the extra turn. I forgot about that part. And he has more Thermiter than me, and I'm going to lose the fight because of it. No. Oh, no. That was close. The Battle of the Narcissus. So, there you go, guys. You actually got the idea of how this works, okay? But I do want to go back into the same fight. And this time around, we're just going to wipe them out. If no, you guys might say that Skratch, you suck. You're losing every single fight when you're testing the champion. That's because I want to see the mechanics, guys, okay? I want to see the mechanics. I want to see exactly how they work and how they can actually help us, okay? That is the main thing that I want to see in here. I will still put shield. So her shield is not bad. Look, it's a decent shield. I don't think it's like super insane, but it looks pretty good. I'm supposed to pay attention to the numbers. That would have helped probably, right? So let's go A1. That Narcissus will use his A2, which is fine. Or he's not. Maybe he's not. I need to find some teams maybe that don't have Armans, just to kind of like have a look from a different perspective, you know? Because with Armans, it's pretty hard to kind of like really understand everything, you know? But we're gonna take that down. She should revive right now, and Narcissus should take a turn. But she's reviving Armans, okay? So that's pretty pointless. GG's, pretty pointless. Because if she was reviving Narcissus, it would have been a much better example because he was about to use the A2 directly on our team, and that would probably change quite a few things. But as it was right there, was not necessarily the best example. So I think Freyja is awesome. I do think that I want to get her, that's for sure. But I like Odin a lot as well because you know what? He's actually doing stuff that I was not expecting him to do. Now, I do want to do a fight versus Marius, guys. Multi-hits and stuff like this. Very interested to see how well it will work. One thing that you want to do, and I've just realized that I wasn't doing, you need to position her at the back, okay? Because her passive needs to proc. If she's at the front, her passive won't proc and she will die before the rest, okay? So very important to put her at the back. It's the same thing. Krisk at the front, her at the back, Sandlight Survivor at the back, etc. So let's see whose Armans is faster. The battle of the Armans. Armanses. Which one is faster? Let's see. And we won. Give me that Stone Skin. We are a bit faster. I'm going to boost the Thermiter just to ensure that his Narcissus is going to take a turn, preferably after my Narcissus is taking a turn, you know, just so we don't have Stone Skin. So A1. Let's do a bit of damage on Narcissus, because why not? Reaction, beautiful. So The moment of truth. Let's see. So, Marius, 1, 2, 3. Not enough damage, of course. Narcissus, 1. Instant turn. You see the passive proc. She was placed at the back, even though she died. So right now we can actually do this. 1, 2. And we can do this. Probably she's going to revive Narcissus and we might be screwed. But either way, you've seen how the passive can actually work. So we just failed to kill his Ancora. If I would bring in a lockout instead of him, we should be fine, to be honest with you guys. So let's try to give it another go, basically. I wanna kill the team though. I wanna kill the team, so this time around we won't be messing around, basically, you know. That's all that I'm saying. So we should be able to steal the Terminator from these two, which gives me more Terminator than his Armans has. Ah, we cannot steal it from Marius. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? But we can boost the Terminator even more. So right now we can actually should we use this A2 or we shouldn't? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because she's gonna waste her revive. Okay. Instant turn. Beautiful. Let's try to take her down. Beautiful. And there we go. You see, much better. Much better when you're actually properly playing the fight rather than just looking at the mechanics. So the passive proc, Narcissus stayed alive. Bang, we wiped the team off. Pretty damn solid, actually. Freaking bomb champion is faster. So let me just quickly do something else. Let me just do something else because he should have a better team right here. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put him in the second slot, and we're gonna use Armans. And like this with Armans, I'm gonna bait his mythical champion, and then with Crixia, I'm gonna lock them. If he's faster, he's still going for Crixia. God damn it! Why? Why? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. That's fine. That's fine. You got polymorph, and be a good boy. Be a good boy. So right now, I'm gonna get some Terminator. Oh, I got locked. I forgot that he locks, man. Oh, that sucks a bit. No matter how I'm trying to get it done, seems like that that champion creates me issues. Okay, we increase the cooldowns, but I'm not sure on what skill. I'm not sure on what skill. So there's one... Actually, there is no way on how I can do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So he was not able to use the A3, but he will be able to use it now. Ally attack on Georgit, please. Come on. Come on. Ally attack on Georgit. Don't go on my freaking Armans. Okay, get Armans down. Okay, what can I say? What can I say? I'm still locked. Taras is gonna use the freaking AoE, which is such a bummer. But he's the only one that really has a good option in here, you know. If she's dead, it's gonna be irrelevant. Yeah, you see, instant turn, he died. Okay, exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I thought. Multi-hits will counter this, okay? I just wanted to show you this as well, guys, because I really want to dive deep in everything that kind of like happens with the champion. I still want her. I still think for offense is going to be amazing. Now, if you want to use her in PvE, guys, because she can be very, very helpful in many different areas, right? I decided to build her on a curse set like this. We can try her in Hydra, for example. You can build her on a stun set if you like to for different content like Doom Tower or Wave Control. And that's mainly because her basic skill is AoE, right? Which is actually massive. Now, I've seen this in the comments. A couple of you guys were actually asking, Skratch, have you tried Freyja with Blood Shield accessories? Will she counterattack whenever she applies a shield from the Blood Shield accessories with a basic skill? So we're going to see that as well in the video, guys. As a blessing, Cruelty is definitely the way to go for PvE as well. Total stats on her, I haven't really prioritized anything but some speed, accuracy, and survivability. 54k HP, 6k defense. Now, the more defense, the bigger the shield. 253 speed, no crit rate because she's not really going to be a damage dealer. No crit damage as well. You can go with resistance if you want to, but again, it's not really going to be a necessity. 350 accuracy. I changed the masteries from what we initially had. We have offense and we have support. War Master as tier 6, guys, because we are talking about PvE in here. Rapid response, arcane celerity, getting cycle of magic, getting lasting gifts for all of the buffs that she brings, and of course sniper, getting the shield bearer all these masteries will be important on her. Now, I do want to try her in the Hydra Clan boss. I can showcase it to you on a wave or something like that, but come on, like, it's nothing interesting on a on a wave, you know? My main concern with her for the Hydra Clan boss, though, is you need to have ally attack champions in the team. If no, the main issue that you will encounter in there is that she won't be super reliable as a provoker, okay? That's the main thing with her. And I'm gonna show it to you right here. So I do have Mikage, and even with an ally attack, if you're not using the skills in the right order, that RNG from landing the provoke on can mess you up. It's only a 40% chance, right, to provoke. So let's head into the Hydra Clan boss. The good thing is that she doesn't only bring provoke. You can use her as an extra provoker next to the main provoker and as a support champion. That's kind of like the main way on how you should use her, to be honest with you guys. So we're gonna drop some HP burn. First, I'm gonna show you how that blood shield and basic skill actually work. So we're gonna do that. Let's do an ally attack. No provoke right there. As you guys probably noticed, we have the blood shield accessory giving us a shield. We managed to provoke this time around. Beautiful. Okay, and once somebody's gonna have an AoE attack, we're gonna be ready to see how this performs. There you go. As you probably noticed, we are not counter-attacking when they break our shield that we have from the blood shield accessory. So that is not something that we can do. Now, right here, we can gain increased defense. On top of the increased defense, look at that thick shield. That's actually a very, very nice shield. And you can make teams with her and Wixwell. So if I would bring in Wixwell with her and do like an Infinity Loop and a Yannica, I'm probably gonna have a nice team as well, you know? Definitely keep that in mind too. So if you're seeing it, if somebody's gonna make it, know that is definitely possible. I can already tell you without even doing it. So let's try to take the head down. Nobody broke the shield because this is a pretty big shield. So it's gonna be pretty hard for them to break it, to be honest. But that's fine. Right now, we can actually use the other skill, which not only that it will cleanse and give us block debuffs, but it will give us stir meter. So block debuffs right now, no poisons on us, no weaken, no decrease attack, none of that nonsense in the Hydra Clan boss. So as you may notice, even though she's not the most reliable provoker in the game, she does provide a lot of utility with the rest of the skills, and that is actually really, really important, you know? It's very helpful to be able to do that. That's why I really think that as a provoker, she should be just your secondary provoker, not your main provoker, you know? And you should definitely try to basically just get the rest out of her. Shield, increase defense, cleanse, block debuffs, stir meter, rotate your team faster, and make the most out of it. But I'm not going to play an entire run in here, guys, because it's pretty pointless, to be honest. We're not looking at damage or anything like that. Basically, I just quickly wanted to kind of like show you how she can perform in PvE content like Hydra Clan boss and stuff. If we're gonna go on a wave, you can just put her on a stun set. That will be a better build. But that build is pretty absolute anywhere else rather than waves, you know? She can be helpful progression-wise in dungeons and other content like that. But really, the main places where she really shines is Arena. Hydra can be very nice. And yes, Doom Tower, if you are struggling with support, she can be very helpful in there as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I still think the passive is very strong on her, guys. And yeah, I'm definitely going to go for the guaranteed event personally. I'm not sure how she compares with Thor just yet because we haven't seen the actual champion. Once we're gonna have that, I'm definitely gonna do a deep dive video where I'm gonna try to compare their pros and cons and which one of the champions will be more helpful in general, and then you can kind of like check your account and see what you really need the most. But as usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.